And I will tell you right now, it's just, to me, it is an access pass for the wife, because if any of you men are going to be honest with your wives, half the time you listen to them, half the time you don't. So if a wife is smart, she knows that if she's going to get through to you, she's got to go through the person that you feel is less threatening, which tends, that sounds horrible, but it's true. So like, I'll give you an example. When I was in a relationship with my kids' dad, and I would tell him all these things that he needed to do at the business, being that I was one of his higher up administrators in the business, going through everything, making sure everything was hunky dory, telling him how he needed to establish his books better, this, that, and the other thing. He was moving into bigger realms, more money, more problems, blah, blah, blah. So I was giving him advice on how to move these forward based on all of the education that I was obtaining, as well as, asking the professionals in those industries of what would be the best protocol for him to move forward. And he didn't listen to me. I tried to have the conversation at work. I tried to have the conversation at home. I tried to have the conversation when we were out for dinner, and he didn't hear me. So I finally got pissed off, and I called up the secretary, who is like his right hand. And I said, I need you to do this. This is what we need. He needs to get on it. It was anything from doctor's appointments to checking his blood pressure, to how he was going to be doing accounting, separating certain expenditures, all of it. And she did. And you know what? He listened and he did it. And to me, it was like two birds, one stone. So I didn't care, because I just needed him to hear it and do it. And I was more than happy to have her execute it. I didn't believe that anything was going on. I utilized her in the best way possible, which was, he doesn't see her as the typical nagging other half that's just telling you what to do and how to do it, because that's most men see a lot of their wives, not all men, but most. And he was listening to his secretary that seemed to be making a lot of sense. But I was the person behind that. So I didn't take offense when he listened to her. I